What is going on, everybody? It's time for another vlog. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm just on my way home from school today. Just finished up a late bankruptcy class. It's very, very nice. Talking about discharge of indebtedness. Anyway, I am the 30-year-old law student. I don't remember what episode this is. But thank you for joining for another update. So what have I been up to? Just slogging through the semester at this point. Really just, I'm at that point in the semester where I'm just kind of cruising along, getting everything done, reading, studying, and we got like a month and a half left of actual class. So we're kind of, we're right over that midpoint now. It's all downhill from here. Make sure we get everything all set up and all ready for finals. Making sure I'm polishing those outlines and all that. But really, all my classes are going pretty well. I mean, like, as well as I can say, at least. Yeah, you have to gauge off of having nothing to tell you how well you're actually doing. So I assume that I'm doing pretty well. I'm understanding the concepts of what we're talking about. I think the most complicated class that we talked through is bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is just, it's kind of a convoluted topic, and kind of getting through the code, the bankruptcy code itself, is a little bit intense. But at the same time, like, the general concepts of how everything works are not that difficult. So it's just a matter of kind of understanding and hoping that I do well on the exam. The good thing is that I think this professor has some exams on the library website, so I can go ahead and find some of those in the future, which will make it a lot easier to kind of know, hopefully, what I'm going to expect on the final. Let's see, if he decides to drastically change what he's going to be doing. Other than that, just kind of getting through, and we just finished expert testimony in my evidence class, so that was really interesting. Kind of right up my alley when I was, working with forensics and things like that. So, kind of was familiar with some of those concepts, but we kind of just rushed right over it, and now we're going to be rolling straight into hearsay. And if any of you are like me and watch a lot of court TV shows and things like that, then you hear that word thrown around quite a bit. Hearsay, this and that, this and that. Anyway, that's really the big stuff that's been going on. I think not next week, the week after is spring registration already. So I'm going to be getting ready to set up my semester schedule for that. It's going to be not too bad. I'm going to have professional responsibility, business associations, and I'm still trying to figure out what the actual curriculum is, because I thought for my year that I had to take federal courts that semester. But then another thing came out this last week that said that instead I take a UCC commercial sales course. So I don't know which one it is. I have to go and figure that out for sure, but it's not a big deal. I can interchange any of those things and figure it out. I'm also planning on doing an externship. I've got some application, or some, I don't know if it's not really an application, but I have some resumes out, especially like the U.S. Attorney, to see if I can work with them. If not, I might be working back at the local probate courthouse again, maybe polishing up some of the work that I did last summer, and see if I can, the system that I worked on, making it an even better thing. And yeah, I'll also be doing my rigorous writing paper, hopefully during that semester. That's why I'm planning on doing it. They have a law and bioethics seminar, and I think that might be something that might fit on what I want to do when it comes to, possibly like, IP law and stuff like that. So that might work out. I have to go and like figure out for sure if that would work in the same vein or not. And yeah, that's really all I'd be taking next semester, and I'd have all my Fridays off, which is good. So it's always a good thing to have at least one day off a week, right? So that's really what's been going on with school right now. And I also this last week purchased last week, I guess this is about a week and a half ago, I purchased my bar prep course and started to get the stuff from that. And yeah, a little bit early, I guess, but there was an early bird special that was going on, and there's not really a guarantee whether or not it'll be there next year. So for everybody that's, I guess, keeping score of who went with what, I went with Kaplan. There's like Ameribar and Barbary and all those other all these other companies out there that do bar prep. I went with Kaplan. Kaplan was what I liked the most when I was doing my LSAT prep, and I just stuck with them because I liked how that worked out, so I figured it would work out well for that. So registered for that, and when it comes time for me to take the bar, I'll have my live bar prep course somewhere in Colorado. I assume it's in Denver. I don't know if it'll be anywhere else, but since that's where I'm going to be taking the bar exam. And yeah, that's really the biggest stuff. I mean, there's a lot of money I had to put down, but I got to kind of make my own payment plan up. So put a little bit down now, and then like over the next year or whatever, year and a half, I pay the rest of that, and it's not a big deal because I'll be able to break that up. And I got a Kindle Fire HD, so that was kind of nice to get something like that. I'm always interested in different tech, and maybe the Kindle Fire HD, I guess the HD7 is what this one was. It might not be the newest tech or anything like that, or the most advanced, but me, I like little gadgets and things like that, so it's kind of cool. I'm hoping to be able to just do the multiple choice bar prep questions on there, and also study on there for bar whatever. The other good thing about having the bar prep course already is the fact that for this year and my next year courses, a lot of those will be covered in the bar prep materials that I'm going to be getting. So for example, like I have evidence right now, and I already have a book that they sent me that has outlines and other information studying evidence, so that'll help me out with the evidence class, which I was saying I wanted to make sure I had all the help I could get. And other than that, not really much. I guess you could kind of say it's cooling off a little bit here. It's still like 80 degrees, but it's getting better, and it's been raining on and off lately, and yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. So that's my update for this episode. Remember that you can subscribe below. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, let me know that you did. And if you have any comments, if you want to just say hi, you can leave them in the comments below. Just let me know what's going on in your life if you want to. I'd be glad to respond. And if you have any questions about law school, if you're thinking about going to law school or anything like that, or just want to know what it's like, or any courses, or maybe if you're already in law school and you want to know what's different about versus my school versus yours, or anything like that, feel free to drop me a comment or anything like that. So thank you very much for listening and listening to me ramble on about what I've been doing for a while. So I hope all of you are doing well, and I will see you later, and I'll hopefully have an update. I know I've been slacking a little bit at my updates, so I need to make sure I get them in every week, so hopefully I can get back on track. I've been pretty busy. Of course, besides school, I run a podcast studio, and we're actually looking to expand right now, so I've been kind of busy trying to work out a couple, 2 or 3 possible new shows that we're adding to the lineup of them, so I've been kind of going crazy with that. Otherwise, everything's going great. So like I said, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know all those things, and all of you, I hope that you have a great time. I miss you all, so see you later.